I've been working on a series of projects that work with voice control. Up to now, it has been integrating with systems like the Echo, the Alexa Echo, and Google, and Siri, and that sort of thing, primarily the Echo. The challenge is that in many situations, an offline solution is required. Either they don't have internet or there are security and privacy concerns, which is a big deal, especially in inpatient setups. So I have been researching inexpensive methods of handling voice control, specifically voice to intent. Now, what I mean by intent is that it has a predefined list of commands that it handles. So unlike an Echo where you could ask it just about anything, in this case it is only going to be listening for certain keywords. Now for this particular use case that I'm working on, it's to control a hospital bed via voice. So as you can see, it is small. And it's really pretty amazing at this point how much you could do with these microcontrollers. And it plugs in with a USB micro power, and it takes a couple of seconds to start up. To trigger it, you use the wake word, which you can see on the screen. I'm not going to say it because I'll set it off. And then the command. And the screen will invert to let you know that it's picked up the wake word, and then it will tell you what command it recognized, if it recognized the command. So let's try that. PicoVoice, door. PicoVoice, nurse. PicoVoice, foot up. So you can see it heard the wake word and it picked up those terms. Now in this initial version, it is emitting IR commands, so it's a voice to IR device. But keep in mind that it can control banks of relays, it can control other microcontrollers, it could control just about any other thing out there, if we think about it, that has some sort of common protocol like infrared or wireless or Wi-Fi. The neat thing about this software is that it is speaker independent and does not require training, which I know is a big deal. We are going to be putting this out in the field to make sure that it recognizes people, because we know that folks have different ways of speaking, and we want to make sure that it works for folks. The other limitation, like I talked about, was intent. So it does rely on a selection, a dictionary that you build of commands. I've got about 20 commands built into this one right now. And let me show you. So in this example, this is an IR relay board. Normally this is triggered by a remote control like this. And this is a 4 relay board. The real ones for the beds are usually 8 relays. So PicoVoice, door. PicoVoice, nurse. PicoVoice, attendant. PicoVoice, foot up. Foot up. PicoVoice, gobbledygook. Gobbledygook. And see, I gave it a word that it was not in its dictionary and or it didn't understand, and the last line on the display shows not understood. PicoVoice, door. The display also shows at the last line the last action that it performed. In this case, it heard door. So it's working pretty well. I'm not seeing a lot of false response. You do have to have a bit of a delay between the keyword and the command. You want to speak as clearly as you can. Though I'm right next to it right now, I have issued the command from across the room and it's worked. Let me actually try that right now. So I'm just going to go about 8 feet away. PicoVoice. Door. Door. So that was about halfway across my office. It, a relatively loud voice, but not horrible. Let's try a quieter one. PicoVoice. Attendant. See, there's my soothing voice. So this initial version is going out to confirm that it's picking up and handling the voice commands. It's recognizing the voice commands for the typical sets of users. Once that's proven out and the technology is okay, then we will expand it to the specific needs. For example, the bed control, or who knows what else. There's a lot of possibilities out there. So early days, but it's really, really amazing to me that this sort of thing is possible. Oh, also on the back of it, I have put a 1/4-20 mount, so you could mount it on a gooseneck or similar mount to have it closer in to the user, since that's often a problem is mounting. I've been putting mounts in all of my devices from now on. So there we go. Thanks for watching.